Hello everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. I hope you are doing well. Today, we will talk about one of the most emotional and important stories in South Asian history, the birth of Bangladesh. This is not only a story about war. It is a story about language, culture, identity, courage, and freedom. If you are learning English, don't worry. I will use simple and clear English so you can easily follow the story. In this episode, we will learn why Bangladesh wanted independence, what problems people faced before independence, the language movement of 1952, the 1971 Liberation War, the role of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, how Bangladesh finally became an independent country.
To understand Bangladesh, we first need to go back in time. Before 1971, Bangladesh did not exist as an independent country. The land we now call Bangladesh was once part of British India. For many years, the British ruled the Indian subcontinent. This included present-day India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. But in 1947, British India was divided into two countries. India, Pakistan. Pakistan itself had two parts. West Pakistan, today's Pakistan. East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh. These two parts were very far away from each other. About 1,600 kilometers of Indian land separated them. Even though they were one country, the people of East Pakistan and West Pakistan were very different. People in East Pakistan mainly spoke Bengali. People in West Pakistan mainly spoke Urdu. The culture, food, music, and traditions were also different. But the biggest problem was this. The government of Pakistan was controlled mostly by West Pakistan. East Pakistan had more people, but they did not get equal power or respect. This created anger and frustration among the people of East Pakistan. Now we come to one of the most important events in Bangladeshi history, the language movement. After Pakistan was created, the government wanted Urdu to be the only national language. But this decision shocked the people of East Pakistan. Why? Because most people in East Pakistan spoke Bengali. Bengali was not just a language to them. It was their identity, their literature, their poetry, and their culture. People asked, how can a country ignore the language spoken by most of its citizens? Students, teachers, writers, and ordinary people started protesting. The protests became stronger in 1952. On February 21, 1952, students in Dhaka came out to protest for the recognition of Bengali as a state language. The police opened fire on the protesters. Several students were killed. Among them were Salam, Barkat, Rafiq, Jabbar, and others. Their deaths shocked the nation, but their sacrifice changed history. The movement became stronger after that day. Finally, Bengali was recognized as one of the state languages of Pakistan. Today, February 21st, is remembered as International Mother Language Day around the world. The United Nations recognized this day to honor language rights and cultural diversity. For Bangladeshis, the language movement became the first step toward independence. It taught people that they had to fight for their rights. The movement became stronger after that day. Finally, Bengali was recognized as one of the state languages of Pakistan. Today, February 21st, is remembered as International Mother Language Day around the world. The United Nations recognized this day to honor language rights and cultural diversity. For Bangladeshis, the language movement became the first step toward independence. It taught people that they had to fight for their rights. Even after the language movement, problems continued. The people of East Pakistan felt they were treated unfairly by West Pakistan. Let's understand this simply. East Pakistan produced a lot of money through agriculture and trade, especially jute exports. Jute was called the golden fiber. It was very valuable in international markets. But much of the money earned from East Pakistan was spent in West Pakistan. People in East Pakistan believed, we earn the money, but others enjoy the benefits. Roads, industries, universities, and military development were better in West Pakistan. East Pakistan stayed poorer and less developed. There was also political discrimination. Even though East Pakistan had a larger population, leaders from West Pakistan controlled the government and military. This made people feel powerless. The anger slowly grew over many years. Now let's talk about a very important leader, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Many people call him Bangabandhu, which means friend of Bengal. He became the voice of the Bengali people. In 1966, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman announced the Six-Point Movement. These 6 points demanded greater rights and autonomy for East Pakistan. The movement asked for more economic freedom, separate currency systems or protections, more control over taxes and trade, greater political power for East Pakistan. The government of Pakistan saw this movement as dangerous. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested several times, but every arrest made him more popular among the people. Millions of Bengalis believed he was fighting for justice and equality. In 1970, Pakistan held a general election. This election became a turning point in history. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's party, the Awami League, won a huge victory in East Pakistan. In fact, the Awami League won enough seats to form the national government of Pakistan. According to democracy, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman should have become the leader of Pakistan. But the rulers in West Pakistan refused to transfer power. This made the people of East Pakistan furious. They felt cheated. At the same time, East Pakistan suffered from a terrible cyclone in 1970. Hundreds of thousands of people died. Many people believe the central government responded too slowly and did not care enough about East Pakistan. Public anger became even stronger. The country moved closer to conflict. On March 7, 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman gave one of the most famous speeches in history. He spoke at the racecourse ground in Dhaka. Millions of people listened to him. In his speech, he called on the people to prepare for struggle. He said, "The struggle this time is the struggle for our freedom. The struggle this time is the struggle for independence." This speech inspired the entire nation. People from villages, towns, and cities became united. The speech is still remembered today as a symbol of courage and leadership. UNESCO later recognized the speech as part of the world's documentary heritage. Now we come to one of the darkest chapters in history. On the night of March 25, 1971, the Pakistani military launched a violent operation called Operation Searchlight. The army attacked students, teachers, political activists, and ordinary civilians in Dhaka and other places. Many people were killed. Universities and residential areas were attacked. The goal was to crush the Bengali independence movement. But instead of stopping the movement, the violence made people more determined to fight. After the attacks, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman declared the independence of Bangladesh. Soon after, he was arrested and taken to West Pakistan. But the dream of independence had already spread across the nation. The Liberation War officially began in 1971. This war lasted about 9 months. The people of Bangladesh fought against the Pakistani military for independence. Many young men joined the Mukti Bahini, or the Freedom Fighters. They received training and fought bravely. Ordinary people also helped the movement. Villagers gave food and shelter to freedom fighters. Women played important roles too. Some worked as nurses, messengers, and supporters of the resistance. Sadly, many women suffered terrible violence during the war. The war caused enormous human suffering. Millions of people fled to neighboring India as refugees. The refugee crisis became huge. India provided shelter and support to many Bangladeshis. Around the world, journalists and activists reported on the suffering in East Pakistan. International attention slowly increased. By December 1971, tensions between India and Pakistan became very serious. Eventually, India officially joined the war in support of Bangladesh. The Indian military and the Bangladeshi freedom fighters worked together. This changed the situation quickly. The Pakistani military became weaker. On December 16, 1971, the Pakistani army surrendered in Dhaka. This day became known as Victory Day in Bangladesh. Bangladesh officially became an independent nation. People celebrated in the streets with tears, joy, and hope. After a long struggle, Bangladesh was finally free. Freedom came with a heavy price. Millions of people suffered during the war. Many families lost loved ones. Homes and villages were destroyed. The economy was badly damaged. But despite all the pain, the people of Bangladesh did not give up. They began rebuilding their country. Schools reopened. Roads were repaired. A new government started working. People dreamed of creating a peaceful and successful nation. After the war, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was released from prison in Pakistan. He returned to Bangladesh in January 1972. Millions of people welcomed him home. He became the first leader of independent Bangladesh. He worked to rebuild the country after the destruction of war. Because of his leadership and contribution, he is remembered as the father of the nation in Bangladesh. The early years of Bangladesh were very difficult. The country faced poverty, hunger, political problems, and natural disasters. But over time, Bangladesh made remarkable progress. Today, Bangladesh is known for the garment industry, economic growth, strong cultural identity, improvements in education and health, success in women's empowerment. The country has also become one of the fastest-growing economies in South Asia. Bangladesh still faces challenges, but its history shows the strength and resilience of its people. Some people may ask, why is this history important? The answer is simple. The birth of Bangladesh teaches us many powerful lessons. First, language and culture are deeply important to people. Second, discrimination and inequality can create major conflict. Third, ordinary people can change history when they unite together. And finally, freedom often requires sacrifice. The people of Bangladesh fought not only for land, but for dignity, identity, and rights. That is why the story of Bangladesh continues to inspire many people around the world. Let us quickly review what we learned today. Bangladesh was once East Pakistan. The people faced cultural, political, and economic discrimination. The language movement of 1952 became the first major protest for Bengali identity. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman emerged as the leader of the Bengali people. The 1970 election crisis increased tensions. Operation Searchlight led to widespread violence. The Liberation War of 1971 began. Freedom fighters and ordinary people sacrificed greatly. India supported Bangladesh in the final stage of the war. On December 16, 1971, Bangladesh became independent. The birth of Bangladesh is a story of bravery, sacrifice, and hope. It reminds us that people will always fight for their language, identity, and freedom. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed learning about the birth of Bangladesh in simple English. If you are an ESL learner, remember this. Listening to history stories is a powerful way to improve your English vocabulary, pronunciation, and understanding. Keep learning, keep listening, and stay curious about the world. See you in the next episode. Goodbye and take care.